welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. I hope you've all had a good start to your new year. To say I am excited to bring this video to you is a bit of an understatement. For quite some years now, I have wanted to lose a bit of weight. I know, like, even my closest friends and family say to me, you look great the way you are, but you know in yourself, if you're not comfortable in your own skin. Obviously, I got engaged December 2020 on my birthday, and I feel like that has been the shove and my main driving force for finally losing the weight that I've wanted to lose. And the reason I'm so excited to bring this video to you is because I have finally done it. 2021, my goal, in fact I will leave my goals video in the description box down below, that I did at the very beginning of 2021, where I think I said in it I wanted to lose 30 pounds for my wedding. My wedding is in April of this year now. Oh my goodness, it's so close. And I have lost the weight that I wanted to, and I feel great for it. And because I have finally done it, I wanted to share my experience with you, because before I'd lost the weight, I would watch videos like this all the time, getting tips off people, and until this year, I hadn't found what worked for me. I tried different things, they'd work to an extent, and then I'd slowly put the weight back on. So I want to share with you what finally clicked, what finally worked for me. And this isn't a one-fits-all thing. Losing weight is very specific to an individual. So I'm not saying what has finally worked for me will work for you, but if you can take just one of the things that I say away from this video, and it helps you, then it was worth filming this video. So I do like to talk, and I am going to try and keep this as concise as possible, because I'm frequently told by my family that I tend to repeat myself in my videos. So I'm going to try and cut that out this year. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be successful at it, but I'm going to try. So if you would like to know how I managed to lose 30 pounds, then please keep watching. So before I get into the points of how I actually lost the weight, I will give you a few stats at the beginning of this video. So I am now 34. I turned 34 last month in December, just before Christmas, and I am 5'9", and at the beginning of my weight loss journey, at my heaviest, at the start of 2021, I weighed 186 pounds. Now, for those that work in stone and pounds, that is 13 stone 4. I'm not sure what that was in kilos, 80 something kilos. So that was my start weight. It's my heaviest I've ever been. Now, after losing 30 pounds, I am still 5'9", I am 34, and I now weigh 156 pounds. The last time I weighed myself, I was 156, so exactly bang on 30 pounds. And that I've lost, which is 11 stone 2 now. And the reason I give you my height as well is because obviously that looks different on everybody. I am quite a tall person, just for reference. So I've made a few notes on my phone. First one is I have worked out 4 to 5 times a week, pretty much every week, I would say consistently since July last year. I think the minimum I've done in a week is 4, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's going for a run, some form of exercise. I have done 4 to 5 times a week. But the specific programs that I've been following, I've spoken about it I think in other videos as well, is Lauren Simpson Fitness. She's an Australian fitness person on Instagram. She has her own online programs, and they are split down into 8-week challenges. Now, I did her first one in July of last year, and I followed the diet, I followed the workouts, I followed the calories that they gave me, and I loved it. I loved the workouts, but I very quickly realised that I've counted calories before, And this is the program that made me think, no, calorie counting is not for me. I get too obsessed with it. My meals then aren't as healthy because I'm counting everything that goes onto my plate, including vegetables, which is just not the way to go. For me personally, calorie counting can work for other people. I know it's worked for other people, but it's just personally not for me. So at the end of that challenge, I thought, right, that's it. I'm not going to count calories anymore. I continued to do her challenges, but I just did it for the workouts, and I didn't follow the calorie counting. I was obviously quite successful, losing a bit of weight, and it gave me the kickstart I needed, really, I think, to lose weight. But I realised that no, I'm not going to count calories anymore. So Lauren Simpson Fitness, her workouts are brilliant. They're not, you can pick the level that you want, whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, whether you're advanced, whether you prefer to work out at home, whether you prefer to work out in a gym. It caters for everybody. And I think I've done 3 of her challenges now, and actually her next one starts on the 17th of January, which I will be doing as well. So there's time if you wanted to sign up for that, and kind of we can do it together. It's 8 weeks long, and do the workouts together. I would highly recommend them. I've enjoyed them. I'm the sort of person that I can get bored quite quickly, and I have not got bored with her workouts. They change most weeks and I really like it, and I've seen results. So definitely recommend Lauren Simpson Fitness workout programs. The second thing that I think has really helped me along the workout theme is I've worked out most of my life. I've done some form of exercise, whether that's playing netball, whether it's running, whether it's workouts in the gym, whatever it is, just going out for walks. I've always been quite an active person. I was brought up in an active family, a very outdoors family. So exercise is ingrained in me. But I've always flitted around with working out in the morning, working out in the evening, working out during the day. And something else in 2021 that I firmly decided on was that I am an early morning workout person. I've stopped kidding myself that I can work out in the evening. I'll go to the gym tonight, I'll do it tonight. I don't do it tonight. 90% of the time I talk myself out of it, and I don't end up going. So what I've done is I've got up early in the morning, and this, whatever time in the morning that you get up, is completely obviously dependent on your work schedule and your routine. But I established that I need to get up early, get it done before I can think about it, before I give myself the chance to talk myself out of it during the day, and just get it done. I know for some people, again, people are different. One of my best friends, she loves to work out in the evening. Carl likes to work out in the evening. He prefers to have a full day of food in him, and then he goes and works out. He finds that he has more energy doing it that way. Each to their own, but mine personally was figuring out when I'm best to work out and just sticking to that, not fooling myself that if I say I'll go in the evening that I'll go, because I know I won't. So I get up early, I get it done, and then I love knowing that I've done my workout and I can just get on with my day and not have to think about it. So figuring out the time of day that works for me best and sticking with that has really helped me as well. If you are somebody that wants to get up early and knows that you are better doing it in the morning as well, but you struggle to get out of bed, I will link the video in the description box that I did last year, telling you how the things that I do that help me get up early, my early morning wake up routine. So I will link that in the description box if that will help you too. Another thing that has helped me is there's a lot of realization that's gone on in 2021, which has ultimately led to my result. And realizing that I don't have a good relationship with the scales. I binned the scales that we have in our house. We no longer have scales in our house. I am fortunate that the gym that I go to has a really good scale setup. It's like a machine that does your body fat, it does your whole body composition basically, and obviously your weight as well. So I have still been weighing myself, but only at the gym, and because I like to weigh myself first thing in the morning before I've eaten, before I've done anything. So I'd have to get to the gym to actually weigh myself, and I would weigh myself once every 2 weeks, and that's the maximum that I would weigh myself. Sometimes I'd leave it 3 weeks, because I found that if I was working really hard, going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, my diet was on point, and then I'd lost a pound in a week. I know that's a really good result. It's a loss and it all adds up, but my own brain thinks I've worked so hard, I should lose more than that because I'm impatient, I want to see results now. So I found that even though it really worked out that I was losing the same amount of weight, in my head, because I'd lost more, it just worked with my brain. Don't ask me why, it just worked. So weighing myself less, not having scales in my house so I didn't get obsessed with it, really helped me as well. My diet. So I know after 34, well, not 34 years, I haven't been trying to lose weight since birth, but after years, I would say I haven't been this weight since I was about 20 years old, 21 years old. So through my entire 20s, pretty much, I was trying to lose the pounds that I put on. I think it probably stemmed from leaving home. It's like a lot of people when they go to university, although I didn't go to university. I joined the RAF. I had to fend for myself. I'm not the best cook. Takeaways, alcohol came into the equation, started going out and all that kind of stuff. Gradually the weight creeps on, and then I've been trying to lose it on and off for pretty much my entire 20s and never been completely successful. So after all those years, basically my point is, after all those years of trying to lose weight, I know what food is good for me. I know what I should be eating and what I should be eating less of. And after calorie counting in a few times and being aware of macros and things like that, I know what I need to be doing. I roughly know how much I should be eating. I know kind of what my portion sizes should look like. So like I said, the first Lauren Simpson program I did, I followed the calories on there, I followed the diet program, but after that initial 8 weeks in the summer, I then just started eating healthy meals and not overdoing it, having little treats here and there when I fancied them, but not going overboard. And again, that worked for me. I lost a stone, I would say, by doing the Lauren Simpson program initially for the first 8 weeks, and then probably about another month or two after that, I reached my stone mark. I think probably at the end of September maybe, I lost my first stone, which is brilliant, and it is sort of the limit that I've always got to before. I'd lose a stone, start to feel really good, and then I would reward myself with too many treats and I would go backwards, and slowly the weight would creep back on. However, because I was well aware of that, I thought I'd bring in a little extra help to push me over that barrier and that block that I've always had before, which is the stone mark. I've always sort of told myself, I can't lose more than a stone. And that's another point that I will come on to in a bit, actually. So what I started doing then, at the beginning of October, is I started to use Herbalife products. Now, I know Herbalife can bring up some controversy, thinking it's a shake diet, and things like that. And I've had those thoughts before. But I was always having a smoothie in the morning anyway, and I just thought I'd try something different, because I know that the brand I was using was packed full of sugar, and I wanted to use something that was a bit healthier for me. So I started using Herbalife. I spoke to a lovely lady called Sarah, and she helped me choose the products that would be appropriate for me to help me continue on my weight loss journey. So I incorporated Herbalife products into my diet, and I'm going to do a whole video on what products I use and how I use them in a separate video. and I would add the Herbalife products to my morning smoothies, which I was having anyway, with mixed fruits, frozen fruit, a bit of spinach in there. Sometimes I would have one for my, well, always I have one for my breakfast. Pretty much I'd say 95% of the time I'm having a smoothie for my breakfast. And then I'd say probably 3 or 4 days a week I would have a smoothie for my lunch as well. I found it really convenient on days that I was busy, on days that I was out and about. I would I'd make a smoothie before I left the house. I would take it with me and sip it if I went to the shops or wherever I was. It would stop me reaching for convenient food whilst I was out, which generally a lot of the time isn't the healthiest. And then the other days that I was just at home, I would make myself a healthy lunch, and then obviously a healthy dinner. I also found I'm not a fan of tea or coffee, not a fan of green tea, anything like that, but no thank you. But I also found Herbalife herbal tea with a bit of aloe vera juice in it. It tastes so nice, and I can't say that about any other herbal tea that I've ever tried. So that was the first product, actually, the herbal tea, that really attracted me to the Herbalife product. So I've started having that one herbal tea every day. And things like that. So Herbalife products that were introduced at the beginning of October and have ultimately helped me push past that mental block of 1 stone that I found I had. And they've also allowed me, on those days where I was having 2 a day, because I have a massive sweet tooth, I love to snack after my dinner in the evening. It allowed me the foods that I really enjoyed, and I was still losing weight. Every 2 weeks when I was jumping on the scales, I was shocked. I was thinking, oh gosh, I'm not gonna have lost this time because I've had this, I've eaten out, I've, you know, this, that and the other. And I was still losing weight and enjoying, it was just my mind. I was enjoying the foods that I always enjoy, which we're always told, oh, you can't have those if you want to lose weight. On this, I genuinely have. Obviously, I've not gone overboard, but every day I have chocolate. Every day I have something sweet after my dinner. I don't count calories, and I've continued to lose the weight. So, and for the first year after Christmas, I haven't felt like a complete slob. I haven't felt that horrible feeling that you get after overindulging over Christmas. And it's really refreshing, and it's really, really nice. And I definitely think that the Herbalife products have helped me along my weight loss journey, 100%. So if you're interested in the products that I use, I will be bringing a video to you soon on here about Herbalife products, but I also have a link in the description box down below if you wanted to go and check out any of their products, and obviously drop me a comment if you wanted any more help with that. Now, along the theme of the diet and mentality part, what I've really worked on, I think in 2021, that has really helped me is this, because I've read, I always want to call them self-help, but I don't like that phrase. Self-development books. I've started listening to podcasts, motivational podcasts from motivating people, and to help me with my business, to help with my mental space as far as like losing weight and working out and things go. And that has massively changed the game for me. A few mistakes I made before was, you know, I'd have an unhealthy meal or a treat meal, and I would then say things to myself like, you've ruined it, you've undone all your hard work, you might as well just give up because you've ruined it. You know, awful things like that I would say to myself. I would say to Carl, like, I've ruined it. I would say these things, and he'd be like, no, you haven't, of course you haven't, it's one meal. But because I had that mental, I kept saying those things to myself, I would then, the next day, I'd eat more of the things that weren't good for my body, and it would roll on because I was sabotaging myself. By listening to good podcasts, motivating podcasts, positivity podcasts, and reading a bit of a self-development book most evenings, I kind of let it slip as the year went on, but I started the first half of the year really good with that, and I need to get back into that again this year. That really helped my positive frame of mind as far as everything goes, and that really obviously helped with my weight loss as well. So I would definitely recommend podcasts and reading positive books. I'll list some that I recommend in the description box down below. Again, I'm quite new to all of this. I haven't read that many yet or listened to that many podcasts, so if anybody has any recommendations of some good ones, please pop them in the comments. But I will link the ones that I have listened to and books that I have read so far that I've really loved as well, that you might want to go and check out too. But that has really helped me think more positively. If I have a Domino's pizza on an evening, I don't then think the next day, well, I've ruined it. I just think, get straight back on it. So I haven't let a treat meal turn into a treat day or a treat week or a treat month. I haven't let it snowball, and that's definitely down to changing my mindset and working on my mindset, which is something that I neglected before. I would work on my working out, my diet, but I wouldn't work on this, and I think this is key. So I think there's about 5 points there that are the main ones that I picked out for the reasons that I think I have finally managed to lose the weight that I wanted to lose. I'm not saying that the journey is over. I've lost it. Now it's a matter of maintaining it. I actually have my wedding dress fitting on the 16th of January, which is what the lady said to me back in May last year when I went and I chose my dress. She said, come to that dress fitting how you want to be on your wedding day, and I've achieved that. But I still have a few months to go before I actually get married, so I do have to maintain it now, which I know a lot of people say is often the hardest part, is maintaining it. But I feel like I found a really good balance of working out, workouts I enjoy, the time of day that I enjoy it, a diet that I can maintain and that doesn't restrict me at all, and continuing to work on this. All has resulted in me finally losing the 30 pounds, just over 2 stone, that I wanted to lose. So if you are embarking on your weight loss journey this year and finally want to crack it, then I hope these tips that have finally worked for me really do help you. If you want any further help, then I'm going to bring a few different videos this month along this sort of theme about my weight loss. Like I said, I'm going to bring the Herbalife video to you, like what I've been eating in a day, even workout clothes. I know some tall girls have been asking me like what kind of workout clothes I wear, so I'm going to bring a video like that this month. And if there's any other videos along this theme of my weight loss journey that you would like me to bring to you, then please leave them in the comments, as I'm going to go along this theme for probably most of January, because I know how much of a struggle it is. Now I feel like I finally, at my 34th year of being on this planet, I feel like I've cracked it. I'm really excited to share everything with you. It's no secret. It does take consistency. It does take hard work. It does take commitment and having a goal that is big enough to really motivate you and keep you disciplined on the days that you really don't feel like getting out of bed, on those days that your friends and your family tell you you don't need to lose weight, you know, and then you try and tell yourself, no, I don't need to lose weight, but actually you know how you feel in your own skin. My frame of mind on those days was, I want to feel amazing on my wedding day. I don't want to be conscious of somebody getting a picture at an angle of me that isn't very flattering, or I didn't want to feel self-conscious in my dress or anything. Like, I didn't want any feelings of, do I look fat in this, or am I gonna look how I don't want to look in my wedding pictures. And even if now, if somebody gets an angle of me that's not particularly flattering, I don't really mind, because I know how hard I've worked, and I feel really good. If you need help, I'm here. Come and chat with me over on my Instagram. I'll leave it here, because I know having somebody to help and support you when maybe those around you, your friends and maybe your family, aren't the most supportive with it, and they're finding it hard to understand your new routine, your new lifestyle. It's always nice to have somebody that understands to be able to reach out to, and I've been really lucky that Carl has been supportive throughout the whole thing. And although he hates working out in the morning, like I said, so he's not necessarily been a massive fan of the days that I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, but he's supportive nonetheless. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling on. I hope this video has helped you. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And like I said, if there's any other particular videos, I've got a few ideas, any other particular videos you would like me to bring to you to help you out this year, then please leave them in the comments below. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, if this video helped you and you wanted to see more about my weight loss journey. And have a lovely January. Keep going, keep that goal in your mind, and just remember, you can do it. Just keep saying those positive things to yourself, and if you're not feeling particularly positive, drop me a message and I will send some positivity your way. Lots of love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.